Yo, welcome back to the channel. HeyLangford Gaming, continuing our playthrough of The Witcher 3 on Xbox One. Might be updating that soon. But for the time being, wherever that was coming from, for the time being, we are playing Witcher 3. Apparently my laptop was on. Anyways, I'm going to hit the button here and get us going, because it's going to load in the background for a bit. Anyways, USA, WTF, what's going on down there? Not to say I'm surprised with overturning Roe versus Wade, because it's been in the works for a whole long time, but still a little bit of WTF. For real. Anyways, not going to go into that too much unless other people want to chat about it, but for the time being, yeah, a lot of the world that's moving forward and has moved forward and not stepping backwards 50 years is wondering what is going on exactly with, you know, one of the world's superpowers. And I use those words selectively. One of the world's superpowers. Patterson's here. How's it going, Patterson? How's your Saturday going? Anyways, didn't think I would be able to hop on here tonight, but I finished up work. I'm not tired. I had some Dr. Pepper this afternoon. I think that's what's keeping me awake right now. Things are pretty quiet here right now, so I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to hop on here for a few minutes. Also, tomorrow night, Game 6, NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs, Colorado Avalanche versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Tampa Bay was able to get the job done last night, 3-2. I'm starting to sound like an announcer here, probably. Anyways, yeah, so I'll probably be watching that game because it'll be on 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, just got a message here, nothing's on fire. So, yeah, I'll be watching that game tomorrow, so I won't be on here. Gemma's here. How's it going, Gemma? Gemma's just stopping by. Have a good night. Have a good night, Gemma. Love the new bass. Again, on here and in messages. Patterson is talking about Dr. Pepper and Diet Dr. Pepper. Sounds good. So, I'm going to try and do the actual quest. I was chatting with my buddy yesterday. Played some basketball in the morning. Got back to the house. And my love of life was like, they overturned Roe versus Wade. So, that was kind of my day yesterday. That was a really weird day. Anyways, while we were playing basketball, I was chatting about Witcher 3, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'm enjoying it, but I'm kind of hitting a point where I kind of want to do something else. And what is I going to do here? Let's just go ahead, whatever mission we're on right now, let's just do that. And I was like, I'm kind of at a point in Witcher 3 where, like, I feel pretty good, but I also feel like I want to play something else for a bit. And he's like, I know what you mean. Because it's like, this game's kind of in 3 giant chunks, apparently. So, I did something yesterday. I hopped on to... Patterson, you might want to listen to this one. I hopped on to Xbox Game Pass just to see what was there. And I saw a game that I wanted to play. And then I saw another game I wanted to play. Then I saw another game I wanted to play. I saw like 15 games that I wanted to play. So I started thinking a little bit about the channel here and what I'm doing. It's worked out pretty good just kind of playing Witcher when I can. But... there's just a lot of games I want to try. And I think I'm at that point in my 28-year-old adult life where it's like I kind of want to try some other games just to try them, because I still have like a half dozen games on my shelf over here I haven't even played. So I might be back here starting in July, and I might be playing a different game just because I need to play a couple of different games. But for tonight, we're playing Witcher 3 and we're hanging out for a little bit.
The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
Drinking LaCroix tonight. Patterson saying NHL. Nope, 100% not playing NHL. That zero interest in playing NHL.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
So we'll see. We'll see.
I shall try. Please wait.
But yeah, there's some sweet stuff on Game Pass right now. Who's this guy? It looks like the kid from Bully, but he's all grown up. What are you drinking? What? No, it's I'm drinking key lime liqueur. It's pretty good. It's a little bit limey.
Let's go.
Not much, just a hint of key. That's a really interesting. I'm gonna take that. Happened the eunuch. Interesting. Okay, go to bathhouse and talk to Sigruven. Okay. I don't know what I just did. Oh, I got changed. Okay, well, hopefully. Oh, I got a robe on now. No, I got a towel on.
Splendid. Sigruven awaits in the next room.
All right. Well, everybody, just this isn't why we're on here so late. Patterson's what getting? No, it's really just fizzy water. All right, I'm gonna try to go directly. Oh, this is awkward now. I'm gonna try to just go directly over to the person I need to talk to. Patterson's, are you gonna get some Call of Duty? That's another hard no.
Easy, Cleveland.
I've played Call of Duty once and I was terrible at it.
I'll have my scribe send you a notice. You don't have a scribe. And we'll
When you have to actually like aim and be good at shooting games, it's so not up my alley. There is a shooting game though. There's a couple shooting games though, like first-person shooters that I want to play. All these guys have weird faces.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
Language. What do I want to pick here? Let him introduce me.
Think I'll let your host introduce me.
He's a witcher. The very one who first foiled an attempt on Foltest's life.
Jessica's here. This is not suited for kids. I'm watching with Logan. This is definitely not a good time to be watching with children. We're at a bathhouse. Everyone's having a bath.
Geralt thrashed me silly and crushed my ankles.
Not a lot of tops going on in here. And it's co-ed.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about?
And there's language.
Allowing fortune teller.
I don't know if assassins would show up in a towel. Like, I know that's kind of dress code for around here, but really? They just have some weapon. Why did they not give the Witcher the giant sword? That guy's actually that tall. The issue, I always have to remember the buttons because I don't play very often. Is that everybody? What if I can put his shirt on? There's a really bad camera in here. Like, I know I'm bad and everything, but seriously. All right, well, that was something.
Good work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
Need one more comma there.
Son scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it? Let's give him a chance to explain.
Oh, see, like I don't pay attention enough when they ask these questions, and then I know your friends.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing happens not here. He tanned the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Varese, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
Patterson's asking, have you heard or listened to the new 3 Days Grace? I have not. I have not listened to it yet. What do you think of it?
I'm looking for Horson Jr.
Interesting. What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Horson's not helped us
Patterson
solve
off the chains. That's good.
miserable life.
Good to hear.
I'll ask
I will
him
listen to it eventually.
See, Cleaver.
It has not been on the playlist lately.
And asked him
Not much
nicely
has been, to be
if he showed
honest.
up today. Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Horson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him.
Don's here. How's it going, Don?
So by all means, you
Patterson,
sit
why don't you
there,
listen to
son,
music? Surprised you don't even listen to Fozzy. I just don't listen to much unless I'm working on stuff that's in that wheelhouse. And I'm very much taking a break right now.
And you, geriatric
Also, I know that stuff's going to be good. But like, it probably sounds weird, but like I'm not a music fan that way. Like it's very, I stripped the romantic element out of it, but like I've worked on music long enough where I hear the like technical side of it the first listen, and then it's product. So it's like if I'm working on stuff in that wheelhouse, I just listen to that and kind of immerse myself in that, and that's what it needs to sound like. But like when bands come out with new records and stuff, like I don't have that urge to go like I need to listen to that right away. I do have my bands where like I do want to listen to records. Like when the latest Gojira record came out, I waited like 2 months before I listened to it because I didn't want to be disappointed. I knew it'd be good, but I didn't want to be disappointed. I think the last one too is last Meshuggah record that came out. Like I wanted to listen to it, but I couldn't listen to it because I didn't want to be disappointed. Paris says, what do you listen to then? Talk radio? Pretty like in a way, because I listen to a lot of YouTube talk stuff when I'm doing stuff around the house or driving, a lot of podcast stuff. And then aside from that, Spotify playlists, like instrumental playlists and stuff. It's a lot of indie rock stuff, stoner rock stuff, just kind of guitar, drum stuff. I'm sure it drives my lovely wife nuts, some of the things that I listen to on playlists, but like I don't really listen to top 40 stuff unless we're working on it. Dawn, that hockey game last night, it was good. Good game.
I need to find Horson. Now it looks like I gotta get to him before Cleaver does.
Cleaver won't find him easy. Junior's good at hiding. He's got peasant smarts.
Look at the time. Good luck in
Guy's
your
got some
search.
interesting tattoos
I'll
there.
call on you tomorrow, Francis. We'll finish our chat.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk.
We're working on it. Who's we're? I'm not sure in context what you mean.
Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells.
I'm not tired.
Claire at dawn.
I said we're working on it. I think the context when I said that, it's just like for working with band or an artist, whatever the genre is, whatever we're aiming for, that's what we're listening to. Don says there's some great instrumental stuff out. I went to a show on Tuesday. It was mostly live instrumental. It was crazy good. It's a treat for me. That's the thing. Like vocals working on vocal production, it's tricky listening to vocals sometimes. You just don't want to listen to it because all you're listening is for his technical stuff. A little bit of empathy there. Don't say it's a good. Sorry, yeah, haha, the game. It was fun. I still really wanted Colorado to win, so it's over. But that's tomorrow. You're watching that tomorrow. That's why we're here.
I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Horson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them.
I hope it's not tons of talking today and we can actually do some sword swinging here.
Swinging your steel cock about.
No, swords. Swords.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know
Paris says, did you get Don single? No, we're still working on it. Still working on that.
Cleaver, Bedlam, and Junior.
Don says, me too, but a big but. I don't want it to end. It's amazing hockey. I don't want it to go 7 games. I don't think my little heart can take 7 games of this. Just in case. Then again, we talked about it. I'm good with Tampa or Colorado winning. But I really want Colorado to win, and I don't want it to be too exciting. Kim's here. How's it going, Kim? How's things where you are? How's temperature? I'm not even listening to any of this dialogue.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there.
Kim's saying warm. How warm? And can you convert it to Celsius so I actually understand? Unless it's 100 Fahrenheit, then I can understand that.
You could always search Horson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue though.
Triple digits. That's warm. As for the
Mentioned Horson's got a house.
it's been pretty warm here. It's been 30-ish Celsius. I think it was let you know it's here. Tuesday or Wednesday. It was like there was like no wind and it was super hot. And I went out in the backyard to have lunch, and I instantly regretted it. Like when you went outside and then the food got hotter. So.
Now, Junior loves a good fight.
Patterson, Mike, would you be interested in being Candlelight Red's manager? Are they looking for a manager?
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers.
Easy answer, though. Short answer is probably not. But if they're looking for a manager, I hope they find the manager they're looking for. Don saying, a bot can take the live show at Tix Sports tonight. Also went to a kick show on Thursday. What's a kick show?
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Horson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go.
Kickball. Could have been kickball. I'd go see kickball.
Come and see me. I know
People kicking balls around.
figure something out.
Listen, Dandelion's missing.
Kim saying it's monsoon season, so the humidity is up 100 Fahrenheit with single digit humidity isn't too bad.
He's surrounded by splendid virgins.
Interesting.
Who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingale's tongue.
Oh, went to a okay.
Geralt, what you think?
I got you. Don. I didn't miss the 3 dots, but usually the 3 dots means like similar but different thought. But okay, you're keeping the cuss down. You could say awesome. Into an awesome show. It's a kickball show. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Dandelion, would you?
Of course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away.
Don says, no swearing on here. Well, we try to keep PG around here.
As am I.
And that would have been too late. Hey, you know what? We do what you got to do. But we could just say, you know, next time to say went to a kickball show.
Be able to help me. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tribe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent.
That sounds
One last
terrible.
request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Don says, okay, I'll try to remember the kickball show. It's code. It's code around here. When a show's really good, it's a kickball show. All right, hopefully we're done talking. I don't think the technology is there for that to do that. You can put a key in a piece of stone and then it'll
Be so
drain the
kind
bath.
to follow me.
Oh yeah, his leg's all bunged up. I believe none of this. All right, we'll just climb down this ladder. Oh, come on, video game. There we go.
Oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
Bart, stop that, now.
Bart, mad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jorfan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart hard. Bart less thinky. Bart less thinky. Bart sadless.
Where'd you get a troll?
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling?
I have no idea what's going on in this game.
Bart eye bumpy horses. Hot there. Ziggy Bart take. Good Ziggy.
Patterson, I thought about that one band today. Well, that's like every day, I think.
Don't seem to have
That's
trouble
just days of the week
troll.
for you, Patterson.
Bring me down here.
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later.
Let's say yes, the thing about not going to the show tonight was responsible. Sorry, was responsive to your question. Are you talking to Patterson? Okay.
God. Then boom. Jorfan go.
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Okay.
Fine. I'll help you.
Sounds like a lot of gold.
Exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
How much was it all?
Patterson, sad that it's a permanent
What the fuck
hiatus.
do you care? Figuring your
I
fucking
can't
fee.
I can't
Don't get
stop
your hopes up.
No, you two
your
know for
emotions,
that.
Patterson.
Just prefer to know what I'm
I can't control them. I can't manipulate them. I can't change them. But I hope you find the peace you're looking for.
Careful. Oh, God.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than
Side note, Brendan and Mel are expecting.
the vault's location is known only to the treasure's
Been a
owners,
lot of babies last few years.
and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happened in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
Take it the thieves
All
got
right,
into the
please let me get on with a mission here.
Fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions?
I feel like his belt's kind of not the right
The
size.
name of Redania's king.
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Oh, no. Boom. Oh. Bad look won't go. Bad look, no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head.
Don's saying, Mike P, have you heard about the band Tense Machine? They're amazing. I think Mike Patterson has heard of them, and I think I remember Patterson saying Tense Machine was trash compared to Dead Set. I think that was the quote.
Bad mushrooms?
But to each their own. Again, everyone's
The spores are
different strokes, as they say.
and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
He's not a fan.
Bad.
Patterson has, I think, I've heard several
Talking to
Dead
you,
Set
dimwit.
tattoos.
Where was I? Moles.
There's one on his neck.
They covered
One
the
above his
walls of the
eyebrow.
Sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know. A bit of extra protection.
I heard Patterson has an entire back piece that is just Reed
Bart, you see that?
at Taste of Madison, shouting at the crowd.
Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad.
Now. Stiff up a lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Oh, Patterson's got Never Say Die tattoos as well. That's how OG Patterson is.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
I will say, after I saw the first Never Say Die tattoo, I was like, okay, this is getting real. And then when I saw the second one, I already knew that we needed to change the band name. I was like, now I feel guilty.
Try to track down the thief yourself.
Of course. I had this lummox fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some
Never Say Die is a game changer. Oh, you know, everything's cool until you get a cease and desist.
What happened?
And you have to change your band name on tour when you're charting. That's fun.
I mean, burps with so much mass the wall.
That I could talk about
Told him,
at a conference.
stop. You're in the presence of
I could do a talk on, I could do a panel on what's in a band name
Up came most of
and
the
how to
city
pick a
folk,
band name.
lost his protection.
Band name 101. Type it into Google. If you see anything, sidestep that. No matter what people tell you.
I do, but I value my own even more. Dropped fonts and ran like hell.
Can we just get on with this?
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too.
We're half an hour in.
Swill, to be honest.
Done anything here yet.
Save your life.
Kim's laughing. Patterson's laughing. Don's laughing. Apparently I said something funny.
You've naught to thank
Kim's
me.
saying how not to pick a band name 101. Hey, my hand was as extended as it could be saying, hey,
Sight of this empty
I
vault
think there might be a
also.
problem here.
Good luck to you.
And this is the problem sometimes, because I'm not saying I'm right all the time. I'm really not trying to say that here. But often, I'll chime in when I think something's wrong. And it seems like I'm constantly chiming in because something's wrong. But I did chime in on that.
Drain pipes seem to
I will go on the record to say that I did chime in on that. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Crappy bridge to cross. just the bridge of like it's a crappy bridge, and then it's over top of crap. So highly recommend.
Pipe clear over
Type it
here.
into Google. If you see anything, get out of there.
Blast.
Patterson saying at least Brendan and Reed have multi-platinum music video with strippers. That's rockstar status. Yeah,
Go any further without
yeah,
taking
that there's definitely some rockstar stuff going on there.
Getting harder to breathe.
Uh-oh, getting hard to breathe.
Drowners. Fine grading, of course. Push much through that.
We got to keep running.
Damn it, can't breathe. Gotta get out while I can.
All right, got to pay attention a little bit here.
Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time.
Kim says, found that bridge. Oh, we definitely found that bridge.
From the wall.
Sign our deal with FM management, and then like
It was a bomb.
the next day,
Why am I not finding
here's
it?
your cease and desist.
Damn it, can't breathe. Gotta get out while I can.
Oh, I don't want to die down here.
Get out while I can.
Keep running. Keep running.
Damn it, can't breathe. Gotta get out while I can.
Is there a better air up here? All right. I got up there. You can't jump when you're using your Witcher senses. I think that it's stupid. Like, I know I can't talk and play drums at the same time, but like, you should be able to jump and use his Witcher senses at the same time. All right, back down there. Whoa, that was a big. That was a really exaggerated jump. What is this?
Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra.
That's it. All right, fair enough. Return to the bathhouse. What's going on over here?
Gold coin. Trail ends here. Dandelion must have loaded the treasure onto a boat. Damn it, can't breathe. Gotta get out while I can.
Oh, there's somebody up top. That's what's going on.
Damn it, can't breathe. Gotta get out while I can. Fine breathing. Couldn't push much through that. Breathe. Gotta get out while I can.
Okay, no, keep running.
Damn it, can't breathe. Gotta get out while I can. Hey, Bart. Got a minute?
All right, made it through. Not dead.
No minute, God.
Don saying the Thursday show I was at had a couple of dancers. Oh, what kind of dancers? Tap dancers?
I mean, a minute to talk.
You mean
Patterson's talking about CFL. Still have not seen any of that.
nice.
One more time. Can we talk?
Siggy you like.
Patterson, what's crazy about that video? Mike is Katie Babs from Octane was in that video. Crazy. Small world.
Siggy can't take part.
He locked you up, alone, underground. Don't get bored down here? Not much to do.
When but not much do. But think. Lots.
What about, if you don't mind my asking?
Rocks. Rocks interesting.
Anything suspicious?
Likes thinking about rocks. Cool.
Suspicious. But no understand.
Something not normal. Something strange. Maybe you saw, felt, heard something?
Yeah. Yeah. But here. His.
The hissing. Where did it
This
come
is like a detective game now. I don't feel like a Witcher at all that's chasing monsters.
In that tree.
What?
Where but turdy dump.
What kind of hissing was it? Like a snake?
No. His other. Not animal all that.
Right. So, like what?
Like rock?
A hissing rock.
Sounds like a bomb.
Let's change the subject.
Good. But time got. Fun go.
Paris says, do you know our boyfriend is the band Crown of the Empire? I did not know that.
Now nothing.
Paris is asking, when do you get the Series X? I don't know. That being said, probably gonna get the digital only one.
Anything
The digital
suspicious?
only one, not needing to be able to put in the physical disc, because any physical disc I have, I would probably use my Xbox One. But Game Pass, that is the
Something not
future.
normal. Something
That is the
strange.
future. It is not physical copies. It is paying your subscription and paying a whole lot more than just playing individual games. Because it's like three $70 games, or just get Game Pass for the entire year. All right. Before you talked about all this,
But
What? All right.
good.
Anything suspicious happen?
Sub.
Something not normal.
Yeah.
oh, I'm stuck in this loop.
All right. Let's change the subject.
Good. But time got.
So long. Person saying I'm back and forth digital and regular PS5. I don't know which one to get. Yeah. Xbox all the way. Like 100% Xbox. Actually, I listened to, because again, I don't listen to music, I listen to people talk. But I was listening to talking about kind of the death of the console, because they don't really have that many exclusives anymore. PlayStation kind of has some exclusives, but because of cross-system, like online gaming, it just doesn't matter anymore which kind of console you have. So like, no one really gets excited about new consoles coming out because it either runs it or it doesn't. There's less and less incentive to get a new console if it still runs the games that everyone's playing. And one of the main points they made was like Fortnite kind of changed the gaming industry because you had all these people on different consoles able to play together. So, Patterson, dude, the better graphics, the Xbox isn't out of the question. I just don't think it matters that much. Oh, I fell in the bath. I don't think the graphics are that much better or worse on either console to really make a difference. That's me, though. And some people would disagree with me. And that's fine. But I don't care. I just don't think it makes that big of a difference anymore. What are you doing over here? You're just hanging out.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Oh, okay. Mass pipe. I'm done investigating.
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Bits of treasure dropped out of the crates. Left a clear trail. You know, like the fairy tale with the crumbs.
I know the one. Hansel, Gretel, burning witches. Very fitting for Novigrad.
Trail leads to the river where the sewer lets out.
Excuse me,
Breaks
I am
off
awake.
there. My bet, they loaded the treasure onto a boat.
Yeah, a cart drawn by sewer.
Don's gotta run. Have a good night. Have a good night, Don.
Boats don't leave trails.
Chat tomorrow when the game's on.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look,
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Sugar? Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests.
Could be wrong.
Yes, I could be wrong. Smell was weak, barely detectable.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause...
Patterson, are you going to be on here tomorrow? I'm like, no.
Didn't know you were versed in
That's why I'm here today.
Dabbled in it a bit.
Very, very small chance because the game's going to start at 8. It's going to go till 10:30. If they go under overtime, it's going to be later.
My biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Patterson, how can we chat tomorrow or can we? Well, that's the thing.
Bomb went off inside.
If I'm not here, you're going to have to wait, Patterson.
But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly.
Bath
Might have
bomb.
been something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
Ah.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Drain pipes are only promising lead.
Patterson says, so tomorrow you can only chat with certain people. Yes, Sunday, day of rest.
Record of guests should be able to tell us
Day of
the
rest on Sunday.
day of the break-in.
It's only chatting with certain people.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that fair.
Patterson, let's be honest. I chat with you like 94% of the time on here.
As much as I've missed
During the
knife
stream.
in me knickers.
You were front and center on here. So you need a day off tomorrow.
All right. You inspect the pools on the right. I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
It's like we're almost an hour and we're inspecting pools. This is game of the year. And we're looking in pools.
Nothing here.
Patterson asks, you only chat with them. Well, Don and I are chatting about hockey.
Something floating on the surface.
We have a lot invested in the NHL playoffs as Leafs fans. Oh, can I not get up there? That was a big climb. Oh, there it is.
Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4 and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
I think he was already gonna rush there. Patterson
Has access to the bathroom.
jealously saying
Happen.
and enviously saying, just admit it, Mike. You can only chat with her on Facebook and not me. Admit it.
Ironic as that may sound,
Patterson,
but his loyalty is beyond
it's
question.
about boundaries and bandwidth.
Witches
And
know
tomorrow
their
I have the
monsters,
bandwidth
spies.
to hopefully see
You trusted
Nazem Kadri recently of the Toronto Maple Leafs hoist the cup with the Colorado Avalanche. That's how much bandwidth I have for tomorrow. That's what I want to see happen.
Let's see what's on the bottom. Grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
With Don, maybe not with Don. Who knows? Maybe we'll both be so invested in the game we'll forget to even mention the game. It can happen. It's happened before.
Impossible. Why?
Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead. I've not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel. decked
Patterson
out
says,
in
that's
leather
awesome, Mike, I guess. Well, it is pretty awesome. I want to see Nazem Kadri win the cup. I think what you need, Patterson, you should look into forums and, like, those types of communities if you want to talk hockey. To that degree. To that depth. That amount of detail.
Impersonator. Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Gotta ask me nicely. I'm not one of your delivery boys.
Pardon my tone. I've grown accustomed to ordering folk around and barking as I do it.
Fine.
They've been talking for almost an hour.
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, off with you.
He's like a weirdly shaped face. Like some people have big faces, some people have small faces, but he has like a pear-shaped face. And then like a potato-shaped head. It's got a pear face on a potato head. It's not a good combination. Wouldn't recommend it. If you get to select your head and your face, I wouldn't go with that combo. The old pear potato.
The storm, damn it.
Patterson still in chat saying why? Because you don't want to talk on Facebook. Seems like everyone else is allowed to, not me. Well, Patterson, we've been over this. We chat here. We chat on the live streams.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends.
I gotta break this door down? I guess I do. And to be honest, Patterson, too, I'm not even really on Facebook that much anymore. Being away from social media for like a week. Oh, I meant to mention that too. I don't know if I already did mention it, but I was going to start posting some pictures from the Iceland trip. But then all the stuff in the U.S. went down again yesterday. It's like always something in the U.S. I'm like, I don't feel like posting anymore. But yeah, being away from social media for a week and getting a bit of a detox that way was fantastic. And most of the time when I go on Facebook, I just get annoyed.
And a bottle.
I get annoyed with what's on there.
The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or Ceres.
Solve the riddle from the mysterious note. Okay, I did not read the note. Feel like I should read the note again. Maybe I can just brute force this. It's not much of a riddle if you just got to put a bottle on a shelf.
1245 to 1254. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think.
That's weak if that was the riddle. Walk in the other room and place bottle on shelf.
Secret room. Stain. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Siri, Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
All right, check what's going on downstairs. There might be some game to play soon.
Dijkstra and Triss.
What?
Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out?
Beauclervoise, that's a big word.
Hang on. Gotta tell me why you're here first. We agreed. If I learned anything, I'd take it to you.
So we did. But I was
Pressing,
concerned
don't
about
get my favorite
Stop by and
bands,
see
don't
if
get
everything
chat
was
on
alright.
on the book. I'm out. Chat here, Patterson. It's the access. The boundaries. And I'm not chatting on there very much. I just stopped by, see it was alright. Thanks, really.
Thanks. You can breathe easy.
Patterson says, I feel like I missed my VIP club sign up. Well, again, you rage quit and deleted me on Facebook
I'll look after
twice.
Gentlemen,
Little Heart
real
can't take a third
privilege
time.
is your battle of wits. But try to remember,
Just
unlike
try to
you, I put my
keep
life
trying to
forward
call for
every time
truce
I
on here,
walk the
Patterson.
streets.
You just
Did the same
keep
just coming here.
not letting it
So
happen.
Can we get to the point?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point exactly.
Clean slate on here.
because
'Cause I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
They called my band Trash Patterson.
well,
I let that go. I let that slide.
with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you
What
learned?
does us have to do with Canada? I don't know. Geralt can enough tell you to learn to your.
Henkel told
I have not paid attention to much of what they're talking
escape
about.
his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was, and Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So,
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something, and that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own.
I don't even know what the truth
Menger's
is.
been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menger spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit. Ask where he's holding my gold for me.
I'm just gonna sass talk this guy.
Why do you sit around twiddling your thumbs?
Darling, when I'm able to make use of someone, I always do. It's convenient.
And safe. Come on, admit you're scared of Menga.
Of course I'm scared. Bloody dangerous horse, son. Triss would concur, I think.
Not in those words. But I do agree with the statement overall.
Doubt Menga will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of
So
the haunted
much
barracks
talking.
alive with my treasure.
In other words, you're using us.
Using you? Never. Merely making the most of your mutual bond. Well, lovebirds, I really must be going. Good luck.
You guy's a jerk.
Thought you'd correct him. Say that we, you know.
You didn't say anything either.
You've corrected him yourself.
True. But it's not an easy thing to say, is it? But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold.
I know it's not a big deal, but I just feel like
Thought as much.
Triss's voice was recorded on a very different microphone. That's what it sounds like to me.
Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen, meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire. east of
Midnight?
The harbor. We'll figure
So
out a way
late.
to get into the Hunter's barracks together.
All right, see you then, and thanks.
Meet Triss, Eternal Fire Shrine near the harbor around midnight. Oh, farts. Let's just go. What are you doing? How'd you get outside? Oh, yeah, you're magic. That's why. I'm gonna jump over this guy. Oh. All right. Be here for midnight. So we're just going to meditate up to it. Like a normal person. There we go. Pastor says, whatever. Did I tell you that it had nothing to do with you guys? What's the context? All right, around midnight. This is around midnight. Where is Triss? There's a drunk, townsman, some henchmen. USA have to do with Canada. What is the context? What are you talking about? More information.
As long as the dead don't make me sick.
Partisan's Dead Set will be way better than Tense Machine will ever be. Sorry, Mike. That's... Well, I know you have your fact book. Your book of facts. The Patterson Gospel. I do believe it's been called. The facts are in there. Again, Patterson, teach their own. Teach their own, Patterson. Is it not midnight? Where's the time? Current time is... Okay. Another few video game minutes. And then it'll be midnight. Hopefully I don't catch fire standing too close to that. On the topic, though, with that said, Patterson, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it anymore, but have you signed up for Reed's Patreon? Because I know he's been putting out, like, there's definitely some tunes that, like, Monster was slated for the second Dead Set record, and he put that one out. There's some other songs that were slated for the second Dead Set record that I'm pretty sure he's got some demos up for. If you want to hear some of that stuff. Everyone's, that's the thing too, it's like everyone's kind of good right now. All right, 11:44 and raining. 11:45. Come on, Triss. Please show up. Really banking on Triss showing up here. 11:46, 47, 48. Kim is a fan of Dane's voice. I think Dane and Reed, they're apples and oranges with what they do and their quality. Having recorded both of them. But I've also, like, Dane and I have, like, pretty long history working together, like well over 10 years, I think, in different capacities. And I think he's fired me 3 times from his bands. So, all for technical reasons though, and not because he wanted that. It's all because of his other management. They always had a reason to fire me. I could go more into detail with that later.
Glad you're here.
Way she goes with hired
Take a look at
bands.
the building, and it does not look good.
Mina could use a bit of paint and spackle.
I probably could have showed up
It's a
closer to
dense
12 in
fortress.
this.
High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Manga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles.
Nope.
Put them on me.
Shackles. We're gonna be shackling. It's a little bit of flirt in there.
Triss, sure you want to do this? Out here, with everyone watching?
This might come as a surprise to you, but shackles do have uses outside of the bedroom. Think.
He knew what he was
When the
doing.
hunters, the vile
He knew
beasts
what he was
of the
doing.
world, they won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Manga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
That still sounds pretty risky. All right.
Fine.
Let's do
Let's
this.
say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Manga's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have
Still good.
information about the lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all.
I would love to finish this mission, but everybody wants to talk. Wanted to thank you.
Wait. I want to thank you.
Come on. Anyone would do this.
No. Not anyone.
Stop. It doesn't befit a sorceress to blush.
Yeah, what about the treasure?
What about the treasure?
If we learn anything, great. If not,
Thought you need coin from Dijkstra to help the other mages.
true, I do. Lots of ways to get gold, though. It's just not the most important thing now.
Still got a bad feeling about this.
Patterson's the unfriending had nothing to. That's fine. Patterson says you said you don't get on Facebook because no, it's not because of the U.S. It's just because of like current events. Almost the last couple of months, it's just, and I'm just saying this personally, it's just been exhausting and a bit of a downer. There's always kind of something bad going on, and then people are so divided and have their stances on it, and then I have my thoughts on it, and then I'm disappointed reading some of the things people say, and I'm just like, I'll just unfollow you or unfriend you, depending on the severity of what I think they're talking about. So. It's a break from social media. It was nice. It was good. Even the thing too, I'm just gonna rant for a second. Is even with between Instagram and TikTok and everything, it's just like I just see people constantly advertising themselves, but I don't really know what their end game is. And I understand that some people still want to be influencers, aka ways that businesses can pay people to put their products through so they can promote them to people, but it's just like it's exhausting seeing people having to promote themselves like that. And I get bands and artists need to promote themselves in music, but some of the content they have to make these days, it's just like I get it, but pick the one thing that is actually what gets the eyeballs on your band and go tour if you can, because like that's how you move the needle. So, Patterson says, I don't do any Patreon. It's good to support the artists that you want to support. Like I get spinning the records on Spotify is one thing, but like really like Patreon, buying CDs, buying shirts, like that's buying tickets. That's how you can really support the artists.
What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat, but the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight
Patterson's everyone's kind of food being in other bands while saying they don't have time for Dead Set. Is that it? Actually, yes. Everyone is kind of food. No. But the thing is, it's like bands are expensive. And coming out of like post-COVID stuff, picking up gigs, take them where you could get them. Because it was rough. It was, especially being in Canada, it was really rough. All right, so they're going to put her in a cell.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
You reckon we don't know what to do with this witch?
Let go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth.
So yeah, everyone does have time to try to make money. And again, there's a lot of families now too. Like Patterson, you have to admit the landscape's changed a lot between, you know, the summer of 2016. Patterson's saying he fired you and you want to start a new band with him. You're talking about Dane? That's something to offer, Maggie. Which is got something to offer. No, the stuff with Dane, like, if you're talking about Dane with being fired from his band, I think 3 times, it's just management. They would like make this turn, and then someone in my position would not be part of it, and I'm like, okay, I get it, because it's all hired stuff. I'll tell your boss. No.
Thought I made myself clear.
My favorite, they did a music video, and it was myself, Hilko Kuti, just recently won Juno for Engineer of the Year. Who else was there? Donna Grant. I think Donna Grantis was in it. Played Prince's band, and Heather Crawford. They're an amazing guitar player. And they decided they wanted they were kind of going for that Robert Palmer music video, where so it was like the guy and then all the ladies around him. So they decided they wanted an all-female band. And that kind of left me a little bit out in the cold as far as Dane having an all-female band. And I remember when he called me about it, and I'm like, dude, I get it. And I also get how there's a requirement here. I'm being fired through just like intentional discrimination. So But whatever.
Here's where we split up. Go see Menga. Marigold will be next door.
You can't have her.
He brought me back in later on. So, and I think there was like an article or talking about Dane Hartzell and his all-female band, and there's a picture of me in the back.
Not him.
Oh, play it tough, eh? Just you wait. We'll take a fingernail or 3. That ought to get you singing.
No torturing.
Fine, take her. I'd rather she didn't interrupt my conversation. But hands off, don't touch her.
Why? Feel sorry for the bitch.
No, couldn't give a shit about her. But if I don't get what I want from Menga, I'll want to sell her to someone else. Don't want you damaging the goods.
Keen nose for enterprise. You'd make a great madam. Don't you worry. Menga will
I don't
give you
get the way
coin.
the thing is over the nose.
She deserves.
Oh, Jedi, can use the trick here.
No torture till I get there. Got it?
Got it. No torture. What? The Horson's casting spells. Get him!
I don't think that went down the way that I wanted it to. I feel like... Is she doing magic stuff? I just cut him in half. All right, kill the witch hunters.
You should have run.
Let's eat some chicken. All right. Just keep hacking and slashing. They're pretty good. Like, I'm not good. There we go. Patterson, do you do patterns? Miji. I don't know what that means. Alright, kill Manga. Okay. We're really just going for it here. Should fix my sword. Much better. There we go. Well, I got close to getting in here without having to hack and slash anybody. I wonder if I can Jedi mind trick him. I guess not. All right. Well, that worked out. Didn't get to talk to him.
I think that's all of them. That was close. Axie in a crowd? Geralt, there was no way that could work.
Sorry. I couldn't let them torture you. You mean too much to me.
We should search the office.
I think you could do the Jedi mind trick in a crowd.
I'll search his body. You search the room. I'd start with the desk.
I would do it again. I didn't say I was a good Witcher. I just said I was a Witcher. There's another one outside here. Read the letter from Menji's desk. Okay. Nope. Didn't burn that. All right, did we get it? There we go. Patterson says, all female band, does that make Dana Girl? No, it does not.
Just his office key.
All female backing band.
Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait, something's sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault.
Oh, the old vault key.
Here. Give it to Deeks.
Looks a little bit, your hand's a little bit on fire right now. You got a little bit of flaming hand there. Katie's here. How's it going, Katie? Found a letter from a spy.
Letter to Minga from someone important.
Spy. Spy.
Take a look.
Her hand is still on fire. We should not be giving her a letter if her hand is on fire. Case is good. I'm doing pretty good.
Bet he does.
Much later than usual, but figured I'd hop on here tonight.
No mention of where
So I won't be on here tomorrow. Because of hockey.
He knows everything.
Everything.
Does he know how to turn the fire off in your hand?
I'm not so sure.
Sorry, I can't really hear her over the sound of the fire in her hand. Patterson says, do you do Patreon? I do not. I have a PayPaltreon for the gaming channel. If you're on YouTube, you can see that in the description below. But yeah, no, Reed does a Patreon. Music stuff. I don't have enough stuff to do a Patreon. But I do appreciate the subscribers to my PayPaltreon.
All right. Nothing left for us here. Let's go.
Be glad to.
Kay says, I like the later streams. It's quiet in my house so I can pay more attention to the gameplay and the conversation. And all the foul language. You missed the bathhouse. A lot of towels. A lot of towels in the bathhouse. To catch you up, Katie, I might start another game soon. Cause like I think I'm like 50 hours into this now. And long story short, I was on Game Pass, which is like Netflix for Xbox games, and saw a few things, and I'm like, I kind of want to play. Kind of want to play a couple of those. So I might do that. Might change the format up here a little bit. I have enjoyed this game quite a bit, though. I am able to hop on here later. It's pretty quiet around here right now. Her hand is still on fire. You are wanted. Okay, I think maybe upstairs is the actual way to get out of here. There's a lot of tables. Interesting place to have all these people sit and eat. Kay says, good to switch it up sometimes. May I ask a personal question? Sure. And then I can decide after if it's too personal. Oh, there we go. Unlocked. This is the fire route to get out.
This is where we split up. But first,
Please turn your hand off.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam.
Katie says, after seeing Brandon's post about expecting a baby, I was wondering if you and your
There's
wife
one
ever
other
planning to
thing
have
I
kids.
wanted to talk about.
Definitely personal. Yeah, no, definitely one of those things you think about, but life is life
Come by
sometimes.
later when you have a moment. I'd appreciate
I will say Brendan expecting a little bit out of left field, but not surprised. Dane expecting a little bit out of left field, but not surprised. Reed expecting a little bit out of left field, not surprised. It's hard for musicians. It's hard for people that have that career path to find the right time for their families. But, you know, life gets pretty short. So I'm happy for them. I'm really happy for Brendan and Mel. Find a way out. Okay. I think we're making some headway on this. Casey, I'm excited for them. Yeah, I think we're all excited for them.
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
So hopefully everything is just smooth sailing between now and October, and everyone's happy and healthy.
Who do I spy? Why, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Will you stop following me already?
I wouldn't say he's following me because we
I
keep
will,
running into
as
him.
soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
Me and Menge didn't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
Didn't see it anywhere. And 20 tons of gold is hard to miss.
You mean to say you come to me empty-handed?
First off, you came to me. Second, I do have something in my hand. The key to a vault, founded on Menge.
A vault that I need to find on my
That
own?
key clipped in at the
Won't make
right
things much
moment.
easier for me. Give me that.
Spare me. I want my reward.
Geralt, do all you witches have such nerve?
What do you mean?
You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
How'd you find out?
I asked the questions here.
Not true.
This guy is such a jerk. I still don't know who he
Come on,
is.
Dijkstra. This tough guy act doesn't work on me. We're both adults. Act like one.
Ah, Geralt. I should have you strangled, but I like you, you bastard.
I like you two.
Lied again?
You count without a county. Now that we've professed our feelings for each other, how'd you figure it out?
Since from the start you were up to something. You didn't haggle about your pay. And then I heard from my sources that Margrave Henkel and Dandelion had rubbed elbows. Wasn't hard to connect the dots. And now, time to settle things.
That a threat?
Quite the contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward. I take it you've still no idea what happened to Dandelion.
None. Found someone who might know, though. A spy, I guess. Signs his name, Yammerlack. Found a letter of his.
Yammerlack doesn't sound like they're from here.
Details how to arrange a meeting with him. Makes no mention of where.
A ruined house in Far Corners. Give the signal, and he'll show up there the same day, just before midnight.
Oh, the heck?
Probably shouldn't ask, but... Dijkstra, how the hell do you know all this?
I draw it all from the flight patterns of birds.
Your sarcasm. It gets tiring, you know.
I've far worse qualities than that, believe me. And a final...
Hour and a half of talking.
Don't try to fool me again.
Maybe 5 minutes of sword swinging. Is that it? Find the Dropbox using Witcher senses. Place the holy tomb there, signaling on meet with the spy. Alright, let's not fall off the dock. Another 15 minutes. And Patterson will chime in another 15 hours, another 15 days. 15 minutes. See if we can finish this quest. Cases, I hate when games have way more cutscenes than game. This has definitely been pretty chatty. Instead of like, go do this, and you're like, cool, and then you start doing the thing. It's been a lot of talking. All right, here we go.
It's not too late to repent.
Find the Dropbox in which senses. Okay.
Deliver us from Eggvale.
Must be the Dropbox.
Oh, there we go.
Gave the signal. Spy should show up in Far Corners before midnight.
Deliver us from Eggvale.
All right, be at the arranged meeting place. Okay. Jeez. I think I got my running shoes on.
My wife won't believe me when I tell her.
Patterson says it's Melissa might get it. Well, it's Mel to me. Haven't seen them in forever. I haven't blinked in forever either, apparently. Sorry.
A killer prowls the city, but you're not scared, are you?
Here we go. Just gotta meditate. Hopefully more game will happen.
Now just to hide and wait.
So where do we hide? Hiding in a bucket?
Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic.
It is pretty classic. All right. Let's meditate until midnight. Patterson's a what's in October, Mike? Dead set release? No, it's not. It's when Brandon and Mel are expecting their little one. I do believe it's October. It could be the new Dead Set record, though. That could be total jerk move and do that. But hey, guys, let's put the next record out right when Brendan's expecting his kid. That sounds like an awesome plan. All right, I should probably stay here. Behind the door. Kate says November. Well, early. You never know. Kim says, sounds like a great way to celebrate. Real talk sounds like a horrible way to celebrate. Because I think you might be busy. Oh, this year's going by quick though. Like it just looking at the calendar today. And just like I think next Friday, this Friday coming up is the July 1st. I'm just waiting behind the door. But yeah, very different landscape between now and 2016. Like a lot of stuff's happened. Kim says, just as long as you don't head out on tour immediately at release. I am curious to see how long Brennan's off the road. 'Cause he just picked up a gig with the Standstills. And then he has classic albums live. And I know that they keep pretty busy. So I am curious to see how much time he ends up taking off. So I know that he'll want to be home, but I also know that he loves playing. So like, just the balance between the two. I'm just hiding behind the door. That's we were checking bathtubs earlier. We chatted for like an hour and a half, and now I'm standing behind a door. This is game of the year. Kay says, I think Brendan will be a cool, goofy dad. I think he'll be a great dad. Actually, it's because it's interesting to see like Reed in dad mode and how he handled that, and then Dane in dad mode. I've seen Dane with a lot of kids too, so it's like seeing Dane in dad mode is cool too. So I'm curious to see. I've seen Brandon with kids, but I'm curious to see him in dad mode as well. I think it's gonna be excellent. All right, 13 more video game minutes. Patterson, Mike, can you do me a favor? I want to say sure, but I more want to say why. Why do I need to do a favor for you, Patterson? Like other meeting places behind the door. All right, 5 minutes. 5 video game minutes. Hop out from behind the door. Suspense is killing me right now. And cutscene. And talking. Gold boots. I am sitting on a bucket right now. Triss? Really?
Triss? How'd you know to... Dijkstra, huh?
None other. I couldn't resist. Really want to see this through to the end.
Perfect place for a tryst. With Triss.
Mm-hmm. Ceilings collapsed, mold on the walls, mouse droppings in the corner. Lips almost pucker on their own.
Shh. He's coming. Hide.
Find another bucket.
Indisposed. Very indisposed.
I don't know who you are, but you're in deep.
Shit right up to your nostrils.
You're in deeper, I assure you. But answer our questions and we'll help you get out.
The answer to each question will be the same. Sod off.
No way to talk to the lady.
There's no way to talk to a lady.
To a lady, I never. But to a witch.
You can. Wouldn't recommend it, though.
So your hand's on fire again.
Had enough?
Fuck off. I can take this.
Of course you can. But I'm just getting started.
Let's just not react. Whatever.
You must be thinking, this can't possibly hurt any worse. Oh, it can.
Enough. Enough.
So, gonna talk?
Yes. Yes. Just tell me what the fuck about.
Where'd Menga hide Sicky Reuven's treasure?
I haven't a clue.
You realize one word and you'll howl with pain again.
Yeah. And yet I still say I don't know a thing. Does that make you think?
Think he's telling the truth?
Ugh, looks like it.
Who do you work for?
Pure curiosity. Who do you work for?
Won't say. No way.
Sure about that?
Radovid. I work for Radovid.
This guy just buckled real fast.
Radovid. What did he hope to gain by helping Menga?
He seeks to clear the field before he arrives.
Makes sense. Easier to take a city whose mages are gone.
Bastard. He'll pay for this.
We're looking for Dandelion. We know Menga captured him.
That's what this is all about. A fucking minstrel. You might have said so from the start. Before you bloody started mucking my mind with magic. I can't believe it. For a miserable sap like that.
Yeah, just get the
Get
point.
to the point.
Dandelion is on Temple Isle. In the dungeon beneath the shrine. Menga's planning to execute him in Oxenford. Positively spectacular.
Afraid you'll have to call off the show.
How can we free Dandelion?
Those who leave Temple Isle do so only on Menga's orders. Issued in person.
Damn it.
We'll find a way. I have an idea. Tell you later.
All right, enough.
Enough. We've learned everything we wanted to.
Glad to hear it. Can I assume we can put this unfortunate incident behind us?
Not so fast. Geralt.
I know. He's seen too much.
Mind tricks.
I told you.
Mind tricks.
I'll never...
Either he dies, or I wipe his mind.
Let's take his memory.
Strip him of his memory.
But I helped you. I helped.
It's not so bad. I promise.
Peace, slay, and gay.
Really showed your claws today.
Is that how you see it? I'd put it differently. I showed how little I differ from these bastards. Let's finish up and leave. I want to go home, bathe, and get drunk.
Let's just walk her home.
Walk you home?
Not today, Geralt. Not today.
Just being friendly.
But there is one other thing I wanted to talk about. So, mind coming by later? Menga's dead, true, but that hardly...
So come by later after she's bathed and drunk. Okay.
Said you had an idea about freeing Dandelion.
Yes. We know he's on the island, and he'll stay there until Menga orders him transferred to Oxenford, right?
Mm-hmm. Problem is, Menga's dead.
He's a bit dead.
So...
No one else knows that. He could have escaped the fire. He could reappear. Him or someone very, very similar.
A Doppler?
Mm-hmm. Your old friend Dudu Biberveld impersonated the halfling merchant. Dandelion claimed he seemed more real than the original. So much so, Vivaldi gave him a loan of several thousand crowns without batting an eye.
Yeah, except Dudu's in hiding right now. Priscilla might know something, though.
Fingers crossed.
All right, we've made some progress. Whoa, 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 off the roof, Geralt, off the roof. All right, we're just gonna make it over to this next little spot over here. Patterson's saying, I mean, Tavis that used to be an out of his way because... Pro players. I think he's doing a tour with Adelita's Way right now. Actually, Brendan will be on that because I think they start July 1st. That Standstill's Adelita's Way and Killer's Confession tour. I think that'd be fun. I think someone's following me that might need a sword swinging.
Ow!
Sorry.
Leave me be or I shall call my husband.
Where's the bands jamming?
Ain't got time now.
Sorry. Now they're below. Seriously, where are they? Unbelievable. All right, we'll talk to one more person, see what's happening. Kim saying yes, he's hired gun on the next run. Got some Dandelion news.
I know where he is.
Where?
Dungeons on Temple Isle.
That's not a nice jest.
No jest, sadly. But don't worry, we'll pull him out. Triss has an idea. All we gotta do is find Dudu.
So you
All we
must
gotta
find
do is
Dudu
find
and
Dudu.
Dandelion, with the aim of ultimately finding Ciri. Sounds like an awful lot of searching, but I do wish you luck.
Don't have a choice. I gotta meet Horson Jr. He might know something.
Quest completed.
Take care now.
Oh my goodness. Quest frickin' completed. That's quite the poster there. Just rocking. All right. That's good music. I think this is probably a good place to hit save on this. Oh man, I tried my best to actually finish a quest today. I think that's where I'm gonna wrap things up. It is 1 a.m. here, which is late for me, but I think the Dr. Pepper was still kicking in a little bit this evening. And nice and quiet around here so I could play for a little bit. Lovely wife was like, what what are you up to this evening? I'm like, oh, just finishing work. I might play my game later for a bit later. She's like, oh, okay. So I knew I was good. Good to go. So yeah, continue our playthrough of Witcher 3 on Xbox One. Been enjoying it, but if you're just joining or just catching up now, I might start another game next time you see me on here. Because I was hopping on to Xbox Game Pass, and there's like 15 games I want to try on there. So I'm going to possibly start another one. I don't know if I'm going to finish games, though. That's another thing. I might kind of rejig the channel here and things that we're doing. Because I do enjoy playing the games, do enjoy hanging out and chatting. But to play through some of these games, I don't have like 4 sessions a week to sit down and play through them. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, next time I might be playing a different game. Might be playing this. Might be playing something else. That would be that, but we'll see. Hopefully everyone's having a decent weekend so far. And hopefully, you know, the way the US is like, hey, oh, by the way, Friday, we're just going to change things up a little bit here. Hopefully that's not messing with people too much. It's just, you know, not to go to politics. It's just crap news. Saw it coming from a mile away, unfortunately, but hopefully people can find the help and healthcare that they need. So, Patterson's saying stuff like usual. Katie saying, glad I could catch the stream. Glad you could hop on here, Katie. Good to see you. Have a good rest of your weekend. Katie saying night Mike. Sorry, Kim saying night Mike, and it's dumb. It is dumb. It's super dumb. It's just dumb. It's dumb that people vote. They vote for something, and the people that lost the vote can still kind of get their way because of the way the system works. It's like they're letting people know, if you don't want to win, play by the rules. Anyways, that's my time tonight. I'm not going to go too far into this because it is what it is. So I think, again, progress, for the most part, progress keeps moving forward. Just sometimes it stumbles and falls down the hill a little bit, but it gets back up. Kim saying revolution calling. I hope they find a way to make their voices heard, because apparently voting's not enough. Apparently a majority is not enough. So anyway, thanks for hanging out tonight. I'm gonna go before it turns into a thing. So thanks for watching. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to know when I go live, because I don't really have a time that I'm set here. And shameless plug, Let's Mix Live. Still trying to figure out when I can do that. Hopefully in July I can find out our a schedule, likely during the day. I don't think evenings are going to work, because my Mondays and Thursday evenings are taken up now. So there's been another daytime sessions. I need like 2-3 hours for those. So hopefully I can get that going again. So I do enjoy it. It is fun. It's fun to just kind of mess around a little bit. So have a good rest of your weekend, everybody. Come on, Colorado Avalanche. Finish the job tomorrow so Nazem Kadri can lift the cup. And that's the closest we get as Toronto Maple Leafs fans. All right. Talk to you later.